tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namami buddhaṃ gunasagaram taṃ sattā sadāntu sukhi avera. Kāyo nigunyo sakalo dugandho gacchanti samve maranaṃ ahanchu. Namami dhammaṃ sugadena desitaṃ sattā sadāvuntu sukhi avera. Kāyo nigunyo sakalo dugandho gacchanti sabbe maranaṃ ahanchu. Namami saṅgham jinaraja sāvakaṃ sattā sadāvuntu sukhi avera. Kāyo nigunyo sakalo dugandho gacchanti sabbe maranaṃ ahanchu. So dear Dhamma friends, today we continue our breathing meditation technique. So in the beginning you keep focus your mind to tip of your nose and your upper lip area and let your inhalation exhalation happen itself. If you keep your body without moving and very easily, and you can get into the breathing. But if you always move here and there, and then it becomes very difficult for you to concentrate. So have discipline yourself. And don't try to respond to your physical body. When your conscious become more aware about the breathing, the body going to be itself. But if you start to think about the body, then you reacting to the body. So you come here and use this time and get the maximum benefit out of this time. So try to keep the posture and don't try to be more so comfortable yourself. And if you become so comfortable, then your laziness is going to overtake your consciousness. And then you feel sleepy. And then you pass the time. So these are basic things that when you practice the meditation, it is very important to fix these things with the understanding. And with this all knowledge, when you keep focus your mind to the inhalation, exhalation, your mind has effort to keep follow the inhalation, exhalation. So when there is no effort, so it's not going to happen. So then what is the effort mean? It is just not an idea or just a word. The effort come out of that what you do. If you don't have the effort, then how are you going to develop the effort? So just keep observing the inhalation, exhalation, not the effort. Before you come to inhalation, exhalation, you have to have the effort to keep the posture and not to react to any kind of disturbances or not to react to any kind of feelings, thoughts. And so when you have consciousness like that, that will develop your effort. And with that, when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, it becomes more clear and sharp. And first, recognize the inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. And the second, be more focused and thoroughly observe when the inhalation happens, recognize the beginning, the middle, the end. Exhalation happens, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then focus just to the ending part of the inhalation and ending part of the exhalation. Even though you experience the beginning, the middle, you are aware about the end of the inhalation and end of the exhalation. When you come to that point, even though you focus your mind to in front of your nose and your upper lip, you start to see this entire body and how it responding to inhalation, exhalation. And then we go to the next step. Your inhalation and exhalation, each and every inhalation, exhalation different. Try to recognize that difference. Just observing inhalation, exhalation, like a baby observing the toys, not going to develop your consciousness, not going to develop your wisdom. When you see the inhalation, exhalation, see the difference and recognize consciously. When it becomes shorter, you recognize it as short. That develop your consciousness. Otherwise, you just observing inhalation, exhalation, you not go anywhere, you're not going to grow inside you. So, be sharp with your practice and know yourself what you're doing. And that's going to make you a strong person. And when the inhalation, exhalation have different, each and every inhalation, exhalation have the different consciousness, different character, consciously recognize it. Sometimes it becomes longer, sometimes it becomes shorter. And next one may be warm or may be cold. Maybe heavy inhalation, exhalation, maybe soft. And maybe sometimes no inhalation, only the exhalation you feel. Just recognize it. Don't have the wonder mind why the inhalation I cannot feel. No, what you recognize, just observe. Even you don't feel the inhalation, exhalation, and wait. You no need to question why it happened, why I don't feel like this way. No, you just wait and observe. That make you calm down to respond to the situation. That make you more humble person. It make your mind more strong and strengthened. Otherwise, always when you react with the thoughts, you become weak inside. So, even though you practice the meditation till you die, and you're not going to grow inside. So this is how you become matured with the technique. If you don't feel the inhalation, if you don't feel the exhalation, you don't question, you don't struggle to find it. No, you just wait. Why? Because you're not doing anything, you're just observing. And then when the inhalation happens, you recognize this is inhalation. Maybe without inhalation, you don't see the inhalation, you see only the exhalation. Then you recognize it as exhalation. If you start to think, why I don't feel the inhalation, only exhalation I felt, is there something wrong? Then your mind becomes weaker. Because you start to have the conversation inside. So that way you are not going to develop your mind. Remember to practice the right, and it's going to take you to the right path. So when you see the differences between the inhalation exhalation and the next knowledge you're going to get, it is not you doing, it is what happening there. Each and every moment different. The whatever you experience with the moment is or you experience only for that moment. That is the knowledge, vipassana knowledge. So that is what going to make you strong person. That what going to make you more clear person. In even you just experience within this meditation. After you finish the meditation, and you carry that knowledge within you, and wherever you go within whatever the things you experience in your life, that going to be the same only for the moment you experience that. When you come to that point, your mind start to recognize something beyond the eyes, beyond your ears, beyond your nose, beyond your tongue, beyond your body, beyond your mind. So first start with the inhalation, exhalation, observe and go walk in the right path, keep practice the right. And then little by little, your experience start to guide you. And with that intention, keep your back straight, your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Suapatveva or be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. We also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this evening with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain with the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbow. Relax your forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light. Through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding ourselves like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion. Forward. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Bring the awareness to your body. Focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and try to find the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Focus your mind, tip of your nose and your upper lip area. And let your inhalation, exhalation happen itself. And try to separately recognize it clearly. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. focus your mind to inhalation, exhalation. Observe the beginning, the middle, the end of the inhalation and exhalation. Focus to the ending part of your inhalation, exhalation. Let go your physical structure. Let go your mental form. Just stay with the inhalation, exhalation and observe the nature of the inhalation, exhalation. So dear devotees, when you practice the meditation, then it is very important that you keep guiding your consciousness, because we have our own patterns inside, our own habits. If you don't guide yourself, then sometimes that your own habits or the whatever your previous the patterns can come and overtake, and then it's not going to develop. It's just a struggle inside you. So in the outside life you're struggling, and when you come to meditation, why you struggle? You have to learn to drop that struggle. Through the struggle you cannot achieve to something. When the mind become busy, remember not to have the effort. There are few methods that you have to use in the future. I will give another the talk about that. But remember, for now, there are few methods that, according to the mind, how you have to handle that mind. Like as example, when you have busy mind, it say you should not have the more effort inside you, because when you have that effort inside to keep focus with the busyness, then it's kind of like you giving more power to that busyness. So when your mind become busy, what you have to do? You have to calm down, relax. Not to have the effort. And another thing is, when the mind becomes sleepy, tired, lazy, and you should not calm down and relax, then what will happen? You fall into sleep. At that time you have to develop the effort, strength. Stay awake. So like that, in the mind there are few ways that you have to apply certain method. You have to learn it. Without learning, how you know that? You don't know. So that's why just keep observing the inhalation, exhalation, not going to work. So then properly learn, and at the same time you have to practice. Because that practice yourself, going to develop. And especially at home, practice the sitting. The morning, night, before you sleep, and practice the sitting. And sometimes if you cannot sleep, make a cushion, next to your bed, and start to, shut off all the lights and no sound. Just go and practice the sitting. And if you have nothing to do in day-to-day life, then just sit and practice sitting. And day by day you will see how the consciousness slowly, and come to a level that your focus going to become strong. You have to practice that. Without practicing, it's not going to happen. And the effort also the same. Remember how to use the effort and when to use effort. It's kind of like driving. So there are sometimes when you're driving, you have to slow. When you take a bend, you cannot speed. So when you take a bend, if you speed, what will happen? So then it's not. So that is the way. Meditation also like that. And when you drive, in a freeway, and sometimes when you go to the carpool line, and then you go slow, and you are talking with other, and then the whole line behind you. No, so when you go, you have to keep the certain speed. So where to speed? Yeah, that the consciousness. Okay, this is the moment I have to, go for, I have to speed. Where to brake? This is the place I have to brake. No, this is a place I have to stop. This is a place I have to go slow. That's the consciousness. You become conscious, and being conscious, and through that consciousness you bring it as action. No? So when you practice meditation also the same. Like driving, you always have to, observe where the mind go, how the mind just only the thoughts. No, don't believe there is any other spirit behind this. Nothing, only the thoughts. If you are able to guide the thoughts, you done. You know, if you are able to, maintain your thoughts, mental formations, you're going to get it. So don't think behind the mind there is some other power holding you, and you just, go like follow according to that powers. No, it's not something like that. So what you think, going to become your life. So then remember, and don't give any chance when you practice. And there is an example. Remember that every day. It says, don't be like a donkey carry salt. Why? Even though donkeys carry salt, they cannot taste it. Huh? Like that, sometimes you learn a lot in life, but you didn't experience. You just carry that. You carry it, your mind heavy with all the ideas, philosophies, dharma, but when it come to life, very easily you collapse. There's nothing, you don't bring it out of your lifestyle. You just an empty person. No, don't be like that. So what you learn, you have to practice it and bring it out of your life. So that is where you become powerful. That is where you'll start to learn how beautiful this dharma and how truthful this dharma. It is just by hearing you cannot get it. But by knowing just mentally, by knowing you cannot see what is dharma. No. By practicing and experiencing, you will recognize what is the dharma. That is the thing. So then remember, this all the methods in that when you practice meditation, try to use that, and then you will see. And in a certain level, come with this all the practice, your mind become perfect to stay in one level. And that is the moment you become more strong. So there was a monk called that. There was a person. He was a musician. His name called Punna. This sutta called Punna Sutta. So the Punna became a monk, and he was practicing meditation. He was so into meditation, and he was so hurried to attain to enlightenment. He practiced all the methods, and even without sleeping, no any other extra work, and always focused to the meditation. But he didn't attain to any result. And later he was tired. He was ready to disrobe and go back to his old music life. And then, but the Buddha knew this venerable Punna can attain to the enlightenment, and he has the profitable skills developed to understand what this is. And then the Buddha came to the Punna and asked venerable Punna, what's going on? What is happening? You struggling and you desire to destroy. Is that true? So he cannot tell lie to the Buddha, because Buddha knew what he thought. He told, yes, venerable sir, I am planning to destroy. Why? Because I cannot do this. This is not going to work for me. This is not for me. It is somebody else. I go back to my old music life. Then the Buddha asked, Punna. So he was the he was master to play violin, and then in the Buddha asked that you get the music and according to the tuning the string, and when you make it more relaxed and soft, can you get the tune out of the string? Then he told, no, Venerable Sir, I cannot get that, So if you tie too much, that way also you think, can you get the right tune? Then he told, no. So even the drums also like that, to get the right sound, and sometimes you have to heat up the skin. And sometimes, if it is too much, then the sound becomes something else, So the right, method to keep the balance. So then the Buddha said, Punna, if you just release your mind, if you don't have effort, that way also you cannot attain to enlightenment. That way also you cannot get the result. And if you try too much, that way also you cannot get. And keep the middle. The keeping the middle, not the middle path. It is different, It is different teaching, No. Here, that means you're not going to become extreme to, one side, and you're not going to become too lazy, and you're not going to become too hard. So that way, your mentally, become more comfortable, and then slowly you can develop the method. So then the Venerable Punna understood this, and then he understood the Dhamma, and with that knowledge he attained to the enlightenment. So that is a very good lesson, as followers and yourself, when you practice in a situation come to your mind, and don't try too hard, then you're going to lose, you're going to break it. You get tired, and inside when you get tired, nobody can help. That is the thing. And also don't be too relaxed and lazy, soft like babies. No. You have to be strong, and sometimes you have to be tough. There are sometimes strong, mental patterns inside us, and that views start to come to. It has a long history. View always, you have a view when you practice meditation. You have ideas, and sometimes people keep talking to themselves. No, you have to stay with the practice, And so when you come to practice, you have to let go whatever you carry inside your mind. It's nothing wrong with that, But in this place, at home, wherever you go, even in the park or wherever you practice meditation, when you sit for the posture, remember, let go the views, And after that, once you come out from the meditation, you can, again put back that all the whatever the views that you carry, and then when you try to put it back, if it is, not work, you will see, oh, now this is not work. Now this is not work. So otherwise, sometimes you just go with the same thing. It's like clothes, and if you don't shave, don't cut a haircut, and you just go like, every day and thinking, and you forget everything, clean yourself, and you wearing the dirt, and you don't recognize you wearing dirt. It become normal, and even the smell come, and you don't care, you don't know, you become familiar with that, and but somewhere once you start to clean, then what will happen? You start to see, Oh, I have to cut the hair, and then you cut. Oh, I have to change the clothes, then you change the clothes. See, that view one start to become clear, then it start to show you the other areas. So like that, when you are completely, stay without a view in the with the meditation, after that, when you going to go back to your own views, if it is wrong, you start to see that. That way you free from that. Otherwise you struggling, arguing, no, sometimes it's not going to work. Give a free times, make a space, and then you will see that in that space. There are three kind of wisdom you have to attain to enlightenment according to the Buddha. And the first one, that you have to have a wisdom with your the life, with your the place you born. As example, if you are by birth, mental, if you have any kind of mental disease, you cannot attain to enlightenment. And sometimes by birth, if your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or the mind not work properly, you cannot attain to enlightenment. Why? Because you cannot understand the real nature of it. So then you will recognize how lucky you are, because you have all the facilities yourself, and the first thing that you qualified in the first level to attain to enlightenment. Not to become just an ordinary person. See how by birth, why you didn't become kind of like a crazy person. And sometimes you crazy, it is okay, but by birth, why did it happen? But by birth, why didn't happen? From where that power came? So remember that, because in your previous life, in your sansaric journey, you have done something good. That is why you have this opportunity. That is why you have this power within you. So then use that power. So using that power means, if you just let it be there the same way like that, it's not going to develop. So then you have to have an idea to have a better eye than this eye. So better I mean, that you have to have vipassana, have an idea to get into a vipassana knowledge. So you have ordinary, the conventional wisdom, but that is came by birth. Like when someone see the red, you recognize it as a red. Conventional knowledge, ordinary knowledge. When someone say this is good, you also recognize it as good. And someone say this is right, you recognize it as right. And also when you say something, this is white, and other people say yes, it is white. See, it is not easy, because see how it should be parallel to others, views. Maybe in case if you see something different color and then you go to the world, and how you can live with other people. You cannot do that. And everybody say this is, good thing, and if you start to feel that it as bad, how are you going to deal with that people? You start to fight with them. But no, see how you become more comfortable with other people. And before you came to this world, and other people used to have this kind of life pattern, and see how very easily and you keep follow that whatever they keep doing. And the most of time some other people use certain material things, and see, without any difficulties you also have power to use that. Otherwise, if you come with the completely brand new brain, view, you cannot live in the world. Why? Because all other people, giving all the facilities to live yourself. This everything created by some other people, even we don't know who they did that. But we get the comfort. Then how they did that? How they knew you going to like this? Ah. If you don't like, if you don't feel it is good, it's nothing to do with them. You're going to suffer. But see how you become comfortable when you meet these facilities with the outside world. That is a wisdom that you carry. And sometimes, when children cry for asking things, and parents try to give, what, then they don't happy. And sometimes, when the parents get tired, then they say, this child not become happy, see, this child not a human. Kind of like a Rakshasa demon, why? Because not happy with whatever the things, available around them. And they say they came to give us the pain and eating us like a Rakshasa. So, see, then when you meet the other facilities, how you become comfortable. That is the first wisdom that you need. And the next one is the vipassana knowledge. And then using that conventional life, you have to go to the eternal level. As example, when you see this as a white flower, in a conventional level it is a white flower. But in the eternal truth, only it has the heat, motion, liquidity and hardness. 4 elements. And with this everything, in eternally this is not the truth. The eternally these things going to go away. This everything moment by moment, your entire body moment by moment, arising, exists for a moment and disappearing. So then your eyes should not stop with the ordinary view. The second knowledge you have to gain is the vipassana knowledge. And you go more deeper and understand the reality of the life. So then when you come to that, the reality of life you find out with the breathing. See, the knowledge you understand within your meditation practice going to come out through your life. So the inhalation, exhalation always, inhalation, exhalation, 2 different things, giving you the same result. If you then in life, if you always look for only the success, happiness, do you think it going to become real? No. Because unhappiness always define your happiness. When you say happy, there is an idea inside you what is unhappy. Then when you say this is right, there is an idea in your consciousness what is not right. If you don't have that what is not right, you cannot give the idea about this is right. So then this the vipassana knowledge, when it comes to the vipassana knowledge, it clearly, deeply, touch the truth about the life. So when you have that, and you become just, humble with any situation, like how the body, become humble with the inhalation, exhalation. Why? Because you start to recognize this everything nature of the life. It is not something, uh, that not belong to life. If it is not belong to life, it's not going to come to you. If there is something happening in you, that means you belong to that. Not only that belong to you. And the most of time we claiming and we blaming, why other people giving troubles around us. You never question why you are, around that people. So then remember, you can see this truth within your inhalation, exhalation. When you see there, you no need to read this, other books. Why? Because that is the depth of the life. And that is the most important place in life. And when you experience it in that place, these other things nothing. And the inhalation, exhalation become difference. And sometimes long, sometimes short, sometimes heavy, warm, cold, these differences. So then, when you experience it within one inhalation, exhalation, in day-to-day life, when the things go up and down, you become more relaxed person. So that is the vipassana knowledge you gain. And then you recognize that this as a nature of the life. Not something, you think start to recognize it is a karma. No, look your inhalation, exhalation. How it is different. If the inhalation, exhalation going to be the same rhythm, your body not going to happen like this way. Why? Because when it become go to the same rhythm, you're going to die very easily. Your body will blow out. Why? According to the law of resonance, what will happen? When something go in the same rhythm, same speed, same way, it's not going to be the same. It start to create a certain power when it keep continuing. That is the law of resonance. It's kind of like when you keep tapping, in the same rhythm, then what will happen? In a certain level, this vibration start to grow. Why do you grow? And then it becomes something else. So then, if the breathing, just think, if the breathing becomes same and continue the same method, what will happen? The body start to create different energy, different rhythm, and in a certain level you blow out. So when it becomes shorter, longer, what will happen? And it can go like that. It breaks down. It release always, create a space and become new. So then, if something happening every day, the same, be very careful. Why? Because it's going to blow out. If it doesn't matter good or bad, look every day, eat something, at the same time every day keep eating. Then later, if you don't eat, what will happen? Then, you're going to get, crazy. So whatever you're doing, also the same. Just keep doing the same thing. It's not going to become that action later. It becomes something else. See, that is why the habits have so much power to overtake human consciousness. So then, remember, when things change, when things become different, go up and down, that is blessing. So it is a kind of knowledge that you have. It's a vipassana knowledge you can get through the inhalation, exhalation. And you can apply it to every angle in your life. And you experience it always, everything. And with the nature, you know. And see, it's not the everyday, not the same. When you recognize that, what will happen? There is another knowledge come to you, you know. If something good happen, you not become so crazy out of the good. You become more calm and relaxed. Why? Because you know it is not going to be every day the same. You know. Another thing is, if the bad happen, what will happen? You become okay with that. Why? Because you know it's not going to be the same. No, it's going to be change. So that is see how your mind become, you know, equal. And see, it kind of like your body. You know, with the inhalation, exhalation, it's not going to become crazy. You know, it's not going to do any party when the inhalation happen. It's not going to cry when the exhalation happen. Huh? So in the life also same. When the good things happen, but we do party. When the bad things happen, we cry. You know, but it's not going to, you know, happen like that. In the vipassana knowledge, you just, you know, go with the situations. And the third knowledge, you know, is the third wisdom is that according to the necessary situation and condition, you react. So the first wisdom that you have to have by birth, you know, to fulfill the wisdom, you know, attain to enlightenment. So by birth, if you are disabled, or by birth you are, you know, mentally, you know, you have any other difficulties, and if you cannot recognize like ordinary people, you know, and it's not going to happen. So the second one, the vipassana knowledge, just, you know, see the way same thing like others, and you just understanding the same thing like others, not going to take you to the wisdom. You have to go beyond that and touch the reality, you know. And the third one is acting according to the necessary situation and conditions. That is why I told, when you driving, you know, if you are in the fast lane, you have to drive fast. You know, if you are in the slow lane, you know, you have to drive slow. So that means according to that necessary condition you reacting. You cannot do what you want. You know. So in the life also the same. In according to your age, because this body belong to the time. You know. So how we calculate that connection with, you know, with the age. When you see the age, you see the relationship. Even you not became the 80 years old, you know, when you heard, oh, there was a, you know, 99 years old person died, you're not going to become worried. Why? Because that is the age period someone will have to die. Huh? But if 1 year old baby died, you heard that, you say, oh, I am very sorry about it. You know? Why? Because that is not the time it should happen. So that means this body belongs to the time, and then the connection, and where you can find that connection is which we call use the birthday. You know, that's why some people don't tell the birthday. They don't know. They don't want to see others where they are in this timeline. So then that this is not you. That is what you have to recognize. And you believing this is me, this is me. No. Because the body belongs to the time. You know why? Because you get all the nourishment from the outside, the food. You know? So natural food you take to this maintain this body. This body belong to the foods. That's why the time hold that. Because all the food belong to the time. Why? Because all the food came out of the sun and the water and the earth. So using that, you cannot create different energy belong to you. No, there's you also belong to the sun. If the sun is not there here, this life pattern not going to happen like this. Huh? It's a kind of like a universal consciousness. You aware. This is not me. This everything is you. It's kind of like the ocean waves. The one wave is kind of like you, but it is not separate from the ocean. Huh? But when you see the wave, you're not going to see entire ocean. You can see it separately. But it is not a different something beyond the ocean. It is the same thing. You see the life as a person like this, pop up, but you see the universe. Huh? But that doesn't mean you not belong to the universe. But that is how we, even in a family, sometimes people act like they don't belong to the family. People act kind of like they not belong to the society. They kind of like they have their own kingdom. Even their own house. No other, brothers, sisters can touch. No other, even the parents can, use it. Or only, if the parents use, they ask, why you use my this is mine, this is mine. So they create, see, they separate, and believing this is me, this is me, this is mine. So you have to come out from that consciousness, because if you cannot come out, you cannot help for your next generation, your children, your friends and others to come out from that prison. You will help to, oh, I also have this, don't allow others to touch yours, because I also have this. This is what I do to protect my things. And then you giving your knowledge to others to become like that. No. So then when you come to this universal consciousness and in the vipassana knowledge, and you start to become more humble person to react according to the necessary conditions things. Not to become so tough person and whatever happen outside, you just keep doing whatever you want. No, you just adjust. And you become, more flexible to change your ideas. Change your views. That is where you let go your own view. So even in a family, you can do it. That will help you to have the very successful life. With the husband, wife, and children, and friends, and families, parents. With everybody has different idea. So even and just have a very peaceful conversation for one day in one family. It is not easy. You have to be so calm and relaxed and flexible. But the thing is this: the very wrong thing what we do, we not understand each and everybody different. We hold our things very deeply inside, and we just agree because we have to stay balanced. But in alone ourselves, then you keep thinking yourself, oh, if I have chance, I do this. If I have chance, I am not going to do like that. I do this. So even though you keep doing in deeper, you're not understanding. Oh, this. It's okay to let go of this. No, you become more harder inside, like a rock. That is why the society became like this. It is a reflection of our consciousness. It is not something that, as I told, it is not a different wave of the ocean. No, it is the same ocean. Why the president became like that? Because of you. Why other people became like that? That because of us. Why this all the, the everywhere things, become like this? It's because of us. Why? Because that is our deeper consciousness. You know, it is not different from us. It's why? Because we all are living it's the same ocean. So then you have to fix inside. Just be, don't be nice like, when we have festivals, we clean everything and put all the ugly things to the, we hide. We hide, nobody can see. And when the festival comes, everybody says, wow, it's beautiful, nice, But in everybody after go, after the party, when everybody go, what happening? You start to take that all the ugly things again, It's going to be the same, Ah, yeah. So no, you cannot be like that when you live with your own family. That is why you have to we brush up and use this all the dharma. And maybe you go outside and with the other people, and you are nice. You cannot be ugly with them. The most of time we ugly, we hold things in deeper heart, and we become like rocks, and with our own people, not others. So then yourself, it is a great challenge, how to break this down. So that is why when you go with this knowledge, very easily you become more relaxed and comfortable person. And then you don't need any energy, effort to live with the family. Why? Because otherwise there is so much energy you need to, stay balanced with the family. You get tired. You always waiting to escape home, But when you are more comfortable and relaxed inside, you save so much energy. That is where you don't get sick. It's kind of like a cancer cells. It's we all have the many different kind of the cells can give many kind of disease that even we don't know yet. Even in this all the human civilizations couldn't find out, and maybe your body can give a birth to new disease tomorrow according to your thinking pattern. And maybe then all the doctors go to the history and try to find out there is no like this disease. Have you ever heard and people go and die and you ask what is the reason? No, this can happen after millions, only one person. How it is possible like that? Ah. Remember, it start with your thinking pattern. If you become clear there, it's kind of like this. So, if the police, if the 911 you work very well and nice and police, strong, and all the, that the bad people stay hiding. If the law and enforcement, that the military, everybody strong, all the bad people hiding. So like that, your good thoughts strong, that all the bad cells cannot come and fight, catch you. It has no choice. It has to go and hide. But when there is no police, and no 911, and then what will happen? All the bad guys come and start to, gangsters come and overtake the city. The same thing happening to you. When you don't develop the real, the clear consciousness. So what you always have in your mind, that going to overtake your good health even. Because you always pressure building inside you tight. Wherever you go, you have no freedom inside. You tight. You're not free inside. That make you sick one day. And then say, oh, he was very good person and he died heart attack. How it is possible? And so there are many ways, we can die tomorrow. But at the same time, remember, there is There is a method that you can purify a lot of things in. You can clean yourself a lot of things without, go to medicine. By thoughts, being clear with the thoughts. Don't hold inside anything. Be like the breathing. Why? The breathing not going to hold anything, then the inhalation come and exhalation go. How you know exhalation go? You saw it. If you don't see it, you think, oh, it come, it going to stay with you. No, once you see that it go, you not become crazy when things go away. See, that is the knowledge you gain through observing inhalation. Everything is there. So only thing is, get the knowledge to understand and synchronize it to your life and bring it out of your experience. These three knowledge that when you have, you uplift your human consciousness. So by birth, look, and that is why you have to respect to your parents, without any condition. And you will see, if you look for a God, and there is nothing, higher than your parents. Why? As parents, in case when the child inside the womb, even if you are unhappy, then what will happen? It affect to child brain. If the mother make a mistake, then what will happen? The child going to get effect for that. And so then, all this, everything, so today what you experience, maybe already, because of the power of your parents. Each and every breath that you take to your heart and purify this blood, still where there's the first, it's kind of like a spark came to your heart to start it from your mother's heart. That is the current. You keep going, keep going, keep going. If it is stopped, you die. So then you have to be in front of your mother and in front of your father. You have to be more humble person. You have to respect to them. It doesn't matter, maybe later, they have done certain things and, they don't divide the property in the right way and you angry about it, they didn't, give the, much money. No, they give the life to you. No, because sometimes people have very, anger with the parents and they are in so much pain. And the first thing I tell, no, take it out. That is the reason to become unsuccessful. But they ask why, how they did to me like this, and how about when you are in the mother's womb, you cannot do anything, and she don't tell even to anybody, and she can wash you. That is really happening in the world, but it didn't happen to you. So then, how lucky you are, and even because you cannot, go to court, and you cannot, argue, you cannot fight, you cannot hire a lawyer, you are just innocent being inside. But she, without any condition, any limitation, she protect you, gave the birth to you. Who else can do that? Even the God exists can do it. No, you have to come through a mother. And if even the God just put you like this and will go here and there and put your name and the surname put the God, the people are what? What? You're the God? No, it's not going to happen. Try. See, you need the mother and the father to come to this world and stay with others, build up a community. That is the thing. So you already had that. You passed that test. And the other thing is, don't just stay with the same like others. Just try to think beyond. When somebody say, oh, this is so beautiful, don't believe it is beautiful. Just look why it is beautiful. You know? And someone say, oh, this is very good, I don't think it's good. And you have to look why it is good, and take part and take it to the pieces and start to look what this is, Otherwise, it kind of like we reacting to that late night shows, ads, call now, you get two. People make a lot of, money out of that, business. Huh? Yeah. There was a, boy came and he used to work for a company, and I asked him, he say, oh, people buy. They have just to answer the calls, So a lot of people buy and they make a lot of money, within one night, and you don't believe that much money they why? Because people, when they hear, oh, they react. They react. So then remember yourself, don't be like that. That is where you get the vipassana knowledge. Even that is why I told, when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, just don't keep observe like a baby, observing a toy. No, you have to see, when inhalation becomes short, recognize, oh, it became short. When it became long, then sometimes, suddenly, without any effort, the heavy breath go like, you recognize, it's the heavy breath went away. That recognition make you, keep in the point and make you more sharp, awake. So that is how. And then when you go out and when other people talk, when they say things, and very easily you recognize what it is. When other people talk things, you very easily recognize what they talking. It's not going to become any puzzle. And then when you see the people by present without any words, you're going to recognize who they are. They are real, they are dummies, you're going to recognize them. Otherwise, sometimes, even the people live with you and they died, and even you died, you don't know they are real or fake. It happened in the history. It's even sometimes world famous people, even they go to some court cases after 100 years, it come, they say, oh, it is not this is something else. See how it is possible, and why they didn't see it at that point. Why? Because they didn't have clear mind. Otherwise they see it. They just follow ordinary ways. That is why the great scientists always told, and see like ordinary, but think like extraordinary. That is where you become, Don't follow the same way, same thing like other people. Don't do the same thing. No, you have to look, question why this is, how this is, and that is where you get. And then, according to the necessary conditions, things react. Not according to, oh, I do this way. Okay, I go there, I'm going to say this. No, don't do like that. In case from the other side, don't tell anything what you're going to do. You cannot do. So there was a woman during Buddha's time. Other religious, group of people was trying to blame to Buddha, and then what will happen? What happened? And she make a belly like that. She having a baby, and then she went to the Buddha and she trained first. Okay, I going to tell this baby belong to Buddha. Then everybody told, oh, then the Buddha will tell, no, I didn't do that. Then you say, why not? You remember that you did this, that is why this baby, and then he will tell this. And then she all, counter answers, everything ready. And she went there. And then in front of everybody, a lot of people. And she, stand up and told, this baby belong to you. You know what the Buddha said? Nothing. Now she cannot keep continue because the next the answer didn't come and she cannot give account answer. She was afraid and she was shaking and all the things fell down. So don't be pre-prepared. You have to be prepared, but don't be so tough. Oh, it should be no. Be flexible. That is the best way to be prepared. So you go there, and according to whatever the situation there, you react. That mind to have like that, you have to be so strong, and then you have to be very clear to be like that. That make you conscious. And otherwise you prepare and you become more sure about it, and when you go there, if that you not meet that what you want, what will happen? You collapse. So then develop that. These three wisdoms help you to come out. So but it is just not the words. So remember, don't be like donkeys carry the salt. If you cannot taste it, what's the point? This Dhamma is not to carry, it's just to taste. Even one moment you taste, you will say, in your samsaric journey can change. That much power it has. Get it. That it is your moment to get it. So is there any question, please?
One question. You said the body at the time belong to the time, and you say, what about the mind?
Yeah, that's the thing. That the without this is the thing. Without the body, the mind cannot exist. Okay. So this is the thing, that the mind become brush up and nourished through the body.
So the mind also get older?
Mind also get older. When you keep follow the same thing, same habit, that is why we become monks when we are as children. Because when we older, when we become monks, the certain things in our body we already addicted, maybe we cannot let go. So the mind also become older with the actions.
So, but okay, because the way you explain it is the body material, kind of like from sun, from water, for liquidity and all this. But the mind is not from this.
This is the thing, that the mind become like that a spirit out of the body. As example like this, if you don't have the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, okay, how your mind going to get nourished? Cannot. Okay, it's kind of like this light. Okay, maybe it come through the water turbine. Then you get, so this light doesn't have any water here. As a result of that projection, and this become a result. So like that, your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body has a certain pattern to project the light we call consciousness.
So there is a way that the conscious is like when your body, okay, you die. What's happened?
That's the thing. Even you no need to die. Okay, you not die now. Okay.
Well, every day you get in like.
No. Remember, you no need to die. Okay. See, just think now. Now you exist here.
Okay.
Okay. But in your consciousness, how many things you already have for tomorrow?
Okay.
So even you not die. Why you have to die to understand how the consciousness go? See, even you not die, maybe for another 10 years, 20 years, there are certain things already there for you. Huh? That doesn't depend according to your physical. Huh? Is that depending according to your physical?
No.
No, it depends according to the mind. As example,
But let's say the body died, the conscious still stay there?
Still there.
So where it gonna be fulfilled?
Yeah.
How is it gonna be? Like
It's going to be there unless if that is why as a human you have power to recognize this, because you have eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and you complete to recognize this and create a pattern not to get nourished, reduce it and illuminate the light. As a human you can do that, but as a dog or as a cat or as other animals you cannot do. Why? By birth they have pattern to follow the pattern habits. They cannot come out of the habits, but you can do that. As example, you can decide, okay, whatever the 10 years plan, you going tomorrow, from tomorrow you think, no, I'm not going to do it. Then what will happen? It's going to stop. For 10-year future, you have power to change. Okay? But if there is a dog, you train to dog, and you tell, from tomorrow, you're not going to eat meat. Do you think that dog has power to come out of that? No. But how? What is the power? You had even for 10 years, whatever the idea or whatever the things, you have power to change what the dog doesn't have. That has only for human. That is why we teach and we keep telling to do it before you miss this chance. Don't think it's going to come maybe tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow maybe we cannot hear. Maybe you go somewhere and you get sleepy. Maybe somebody else gets sleepy and you get hit and all the memory go away. Then you don't have chance. That is why we say that the moment today, in this very moment, to power to understand this, oh yes, it is right, that is the highest blessing that you have. But it only for this moment. You cannot guarantee it for tomorrow. When you start to see that, you don't miss any moment in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
One more question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think what I'm hearing is, like you said earlier, so somebody, for example, who's born without one of their senses, they don't have chance for enlightenment in that lifetime. And I think I heard you just say, if you are born with all your senses, but later in life you lose one, like your sight, as soon as you lose your sight, you no chance of enlightenment in that lifetime. Is that right?
No.
Oh.
No. By birth, if you don't have that, because then you cannot understand what it is. Okay? Because there are consciousness depending from eye, ear, nose, tongue, body consciousness, subconsciousness. Okay? So you cannot be very clear with the as example, if you are blind by birth, you don't have idea what is the eye. So, but if the later if happen, but still you know what it is.
Okay, good, thank you.
There is a scientist who went to the space, and when he came out from the rocket, and he became blind. But still then, and he telling that is the day he start to see.
Because there is sight and there is insight.
But the thing is, why we wait till we get blind to see that inside?
Because you have no choice.
Okay, we do loving kindness meditation for a moment also. Palms together and repeat after me. Maya,
Maya,
Dhammanu, Dhamma, Patipatya, Buddham, Pujemi, Dhammam, Pujemi, Sangham, Pujemi, Attaya, Imaya, Patipatya, Jati, Jara, Vyadi, Maranamha, Paribunjisami, Idammi, Punyang, Asavakkaya, Vahang Hotu, Sabbadukka, Pamucchatu. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. And finally, may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Please say sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.